Hello and surprise! This is Arnold Mangioli for Grateful, Ready, Open, Willing. Love that. Welcome Christmas. Dahu Dores. Right? Isn't that the Dr. Seuss thing? Welcome Christmas, Dahu Dores, and then Fahu Flores, and all the different Ores, Dores, Flores things that occur there. There's today's December 23rd, and this wasn't pre-announced. I just planned to do a little pop-up holiday message, and then we got the news about Rebecca Luker today, and I've been processing that all day. It is such a profound loss to our community, especially for those of us in the theater and in the Broadway musical theater community in particular. Um, I just never knew anyone who did not love working with Rebecca. Her enthusiasm, her joy in doing what she did was just, it was a marvel. And Danny and the kids, our hearts go out to you. I know you posted earlier that you feel our support. Feel it times a million. We love you so much. Uh, so, uh, So yeah, years ago, there was a song. I don't know how popular it was, but it was part of my partner's family tradition, and it was something to the effect of, "It's the day before the night before Christmas, and I'm busy, busy, busy being good." So that was a tune they enjoyed in their childhood, and as they grew up, their parents would call them every year on December 23rd and play the song into their what were then answering machines and became voicemail systems. And now, this morning, my partner and his siblings all sent a link for the song from YouTube and Spotify to their dad to return it. It was so lovely. So that's what today is. Today is the day before, the night before Christmas, and we've gotten pretty late in the day now. So I just wanted to offer a quick message to welcome you, and to welcome Christmas, and to welcome whatever holiday you may celebrate. Hanukkah, solstice, Kwanzaa, Los Pasados, the New Year, whatever it is that you celebrate, welcome, and that is welcome here. So happy Christmas Kwanzaa, whatever it is you would like it to be. I just want to welcome everyone here. My partner and I are big Christmas celebrators, as is, I suppose, evident. Perhaps you can, let me see if I can show you a little bit on either side. Yeah, it goes up to the top there. Yeah, oh, we got that. And then there's Mr. and Mrs. Claus in there, so I think they're peeking out over there. And then, if you go the other way, we got things there too. Christmas, yes, everywhere. All right, so yeah, Christmas may not be your thing. It's my thing, and you are welcome to celebrate with me, with us, with all of us at Grateful, Ready, Open, Willing. I recognize that there are people who feel particularly depressed about the holidays. Please take it at your own welcoming. Maybe your door is shut because this year has been too difficult, and maybe you're feeling in a period of collapsing and closing off. That's okay. Maybe your door is open just a little for welcoming some joy, some holiday spirit. Uh, Maybe you want to bust the doors wide open and say, "I will embrace every bit of light I can get at this point." Whatever it is, embrace it, enjoy it, be where you are ready. Um, I know that Christmas in particular can offend some people. I think the conservative Christian movement is responsible for that, for creating this elitist idea that many are excluded in some way. You know what I say to that? I say Dahu Dores. That's what I say. Fahu Flores. Uh, this is just a brief little Facebook Live video here, and I'll be doing some others throughout the holidays just to share a bit about what it is to me, what these holidays are to me. Just sharing with you that it is very much, for me and my partner as well, a season of kindness. It's about sharing, it's about giving. It's about gathering with loved ones, family, and friends. And if this year, to do that safely, it is on Zoom, as it will be with my family in my own life, and perhaps that's right for you as well. Uh, it's still the gathering. My mom, who's well into her 90s, we were chatting yesterday, and I mentioned to her to remind her that we'd be doing this Zoom call because with the pandemic, we're unable to physically get together this year. And she said, "Oh, that's all right. Getting together, that's the point of the thing." And I thought that's so beautiful. It's this festival of lights in the midst of the darkest days of winter. We just had the solstice 2 days ago, which is the darkest day because it's the winter solstice is the least amount of sunlight over the course of the 24-hour period. Uh, and worth noting, what that means is now, every single day into the summer, the daylight will get a little bit more. The day will get a little bit longer, a few seconds more of light every single day, and it will just continue in that direction until we have the summer solstice. So here we are in the darkest days of winter, though getting brighter every day, and we celebrate these things. So yes, Christmas is a holiday celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ, but the actual birth of Jesus of Bethlehem is thought more likely to be in October. Some even say June, because the whole story of Mary and Joseph in the stable, Mary giving birth in the stable, had to do with they were on their way to, I think it was Arimathea. I'm not completely 100% on my Bible history, but basically they were going for the census to be counted. I mean, now we can do it so easily. We can do it online electronically. It takes less than a minute. And still only 60% of Americans made themselves heard in the census this year. But in those days, you had to go on foot to the town from whence you came. And there's no way they would have held a census in the dark of winter, because getting there by foot and on donkey, the roads were too rough. So the likelihood is this birth that's celebrated in Christmas is something that didn't really happen in December. The real name of Jesus was actually the Hebrew name Yeshua. Not Jesus at all. It became that over time. Uh, Scholars believe that from examining the calendar, that is more likely Jesus was born in 4 BC or maybe possibly 6 BC based on the reign of Herod the Great that they do have records of. So it doesn't make sense that the Gregorian calendar is right, that Jesus was born in like the year 0 or 1 BC, like right there. It's actually off by a few years. The early Christian church is believed to maybe have moved the celebration of Christ's birth to correlate with the so-called pagan celebration of solstice, because it was just so beautiful. All those lights in the middle of winter and all those bright light celebrations, and they couldn't compete with that, so they just moved another holiday, right, a few days within it. So all of this to say that there's nothing like in stone that says, this is it, this is what happened, this was the date, this was the person, this was the God, this is, here it is. It really is more open than that. It really is a celebration of kindness and a celebration of love and a celebration that no matter what your beliefs are, you are welcome to join. Because in the Torah, in the Old Testament of Christianity, it says Emmanuel. The Savior shall be called Emmanuel, a name which means God with us. And the thing that's so beautiful about that is what we celebrate is God with us. And you may have an issue with the idea of God, and perhaps you prefer to think of it as the universe, or as your higher consciousness, or as a group consciousness. That's perfectly okay. Some people call God, God, good orderly direction. But there's something that makes this 98% water and 2% dust get up and walk around and do things and think and see and feel. And that power that we have, that who we really are, that's the thing we're celebrating. You could not convince me in a million years that Rebecca Luker's voice was a function of a physical body that is no longer with us. You can't convince me of that. There was something much more beautiful and universal and powerful that brought that angelic sound to so many of us, and that enabled us to be lifted, our hearts and our souls to be lifted by her voice. And that thing has not died. That energy, that beauty, that sound, that joyful noise, that has not died just because the physical body has died. So whatever you may believe, if you believe that you're celebrating Rebecca Luker's voice with us, I'm good with that. Um, Whatever you celebrate, if you believe in love, please come and celebrate. That's a lyric to a Muppet song. If you believe in love, that will be enough for you to come and celebrate with me. So whatever we're celebrating, whatever you're celebrating or are able to welcome in, uh, I want to celebrate with you. And I want, of course, to celebrate gratitude and readiness and openness and willingness. Uh, Giving, gift giving is an art. We'll talk more about that in a later talk. It's something that can be cultivated. Telling people you love them, telling people whom you love that they are important to you. What a beautiful time of year to do that. So give gifts, write love letters. Yes. Uh, there are people I've been meaning to touch base with during this pandemic and the various phases of quarantine, just to tell them how important they are to me and how much I miss them. And a Christmas card, a note, reaching out is the perfect way to do that, because they think I'm less crazy for being this effusive, emotional, gay Italian Catholic Scorpio that I am when I do it at Christmas time, because it feels like it's okay to say those things in a Christmas card in a way that maybe they're not thought of in just a regular everyday email. I don't know. Baking, homemade baking, break the diet. Please break the diet. Just savor and enjoy the sweetness of life. Those special dishes that maybe only have once a year. We'll talk more about that too, but at another time. But just remember that it is such a beautiful way to honor someone's memory or to feel close to someone you've lost, to make their special dish or their favorite or their recipe that then is given life through you, something that they created that you may create again. Decorating, hello, cheer yourself up. Bright lights in the midst of the darkest days of the year. They have a way of lifting the spirit. And the most important thing I want to say to you this evening is there's still time. Christmas doesn't begin for another 2 days. You haven't missed it. You haven't missed anything. So the 12 days of Christmas, so Christmas Day is December 25th. December 26th is the first day of Christmas. December 27th is the second day of Christmas. The 12 days of Christmas are the 12 days following December 25th, and they go to January 6th. So it's December 26th through January 6th are the 12 days of Christmas. And in many cultures, many European and South American cultures in particular, they celebrate the 12th day of Christmas, or 12th night, right? Shakespeare's 12th night. They celebrate the 12th day as the big feast, the big festival, when all the gift giving and the big wonderful meal and gathering is done. Again, this year, probably on Zoom or various electronic media, but that happens on January 6th. So that's the 12 days of Christmas. And the reason I want to point that out is because commercially, we've been sold a bill of goods that tells us something very different. We've been told that the 12 days of Christmas are the 12 days leading up to Christmas, because that's when things are sold, right? We have Countdown to Christmas and the Hallmark movie 25-day Countdown to Christmas, and the 12 days of Christmas to buy a different latte at Starbucks every day of the 12 days leading up to Christmas, because that's when economically people are spending more money leading up to Christmas. Perhaps not this year. I understand those sales are a bit disappointing this year. Hello, who's surprised by that? But the 12 days of Christmas are not any of that. They are your days to celebrate. They are your days to enjoy the holiday however you would like. Baking, eating cookies, decorating, enjoying lights, telling someone you love them, writing a card or sending an email or a note just to say to somebody, you're important to me, you matter to me, just to put some good sharing out there. This is the time to do that. Christmas cards, I love Christmas cards. Those of you who know me know that I send out my Christmas cards in February. Look, all of this takes time. This is like, it's a lot of time to do all this. And I got to go bake pumpkin bread now. And it's my partner's mom's recipe. And as soon as she passed away, I just searched among his siblings. I said, who has this recipe or some sketch of something that went into it that we could reconstruct it and celebrate her by doing that. So we do that every Christmas. But whatever it is, yeah. So these are the things that I'm doing now. And I hope you're doing some of them too and really enjoying yourself and having fun. And then I'll get to my Christmas card later, and and just send it out in February. Okay, so any pressure you would feel about I only have a day more to get ready anyway, it's unfounded. You have tomorrow, Christmas Eve, you have Christmas Day before the 12 days of Christmas even begin. So decorate, make gifts for others, bake, sing, paint, draw, tell everyone you love them, help others, have fun. You know, it's a beautiful gift. My mom always used to say how her mother, my grandmother, whenever anyone would say to her, any of her kids would say to her, Mama, what do you want for your birthday? Or Mama, what do you want for Christmas? She'd always say the same thing. She'd say, La visita, meaning a visit. That's all I want, a visit. I want company. I want to be together. So again, we may not be able to visit in person. We may visit on Zoom this year, but at least open your hearts to your friends and loved ones and reach out and share and lift one another's spirits, because that's so much of what this holiday is about. You are welcome to this holiday. I will be celebrating here all 12 days, and I will pop in occasionally over those 12 days with a holiday video to look at some things. And I've no doubt that by January 6th, you'll be thinking, oh my God, he's crazy. He's still doing Christmas. That's like we took down the tree a week ago. But that took a really long time to get up, and it's not coming down that quickly, I promise you that. This is Arnold Mangioli for Grateful, Ready, Open, Willing, wishing you a Merry Christmas, a happy holiday, a joyful Christmas Kwanzaa, and everything and anything else you might wish to celebrate. I send you so much love, and I look forward to seeing you again soon at another pop-up over the 12 days of Christmas. Pumpkin bread. Bye.